Hey guys, I've come here. So here we are, back to my marathon skins. Why? Well, to talk about the spicy lore I had in mind for them, but haven't had the chance to talk about yet. So fasten your seatbelts and follow me in this tour of the very first Brawl Factory productions. First, we have Stereo Surge. With this slightly vaporwave color and vintage design, it comes directly from 90s Super City and brings with him his cool vibe. Next is Squire Nani. She is the right hand of Knight Jessie and, like her, she came in two versions, regular and dark. For her main attack she shoots 3 stones with her sling. After years on the job, Max became more experienced and felt the need of a costume change, making her into Pro Hero Max with a mantle and a new way to drink her energy juice. Dragon Slayer Pam closes the night trio. Her Gatling crossbow sprays darts on her enemies, and the legendary treasure she stole from Dragon has incredible healing powers. Sandy finally decided to get out of bed and get a job, becoming a janitor. He shoots dust instead of sand using his broom. Yes, he is not the best employee, as he makes the place even dirtier and sleeps on the job. When the occasion comes up, EMZ won't miss the chance to dress up. She is just not as good at picking fragrances. In fact, she sprays the perfume to keep everyone at distance. Tick in the Box is one of the most dangerous toys out there. He shoots exploding spring snakes, and don't get me started on that creepy clown face, just imagine it aiming right at you. Clerk 8-bit is a workaholic old office computer stapling who stresses him out. But don't worry, when duty calls, he can teleport right back at his landline with the gadget. Being a hotel handyman gives you all kind of tasks, and Gale this time has to take care of spiders. That's why he put on his exterminator suit and grabbed his chest insect repellent. The only safe place? Right on his head. Behind that tough look, Bibi is hiding something, and that something is a past enrolled in the Girl Scouts. But even there, better not get in her way or be prepared to get swinged with Mr. Rob. Premium restaurants can't have their clients waiting. That's why Carl is riding carts to deliver delicious dishes. However, that lobster isn't quite dead yet, and it will slice anyone around with its pincers. Now, Dandelion Piper is one of my favorite mechanics redesigns. Her umbrella is now a big dandelion shooting seeds. When it's time to fly away, it simply blossoms and carries Piper around. Same goes for Gladiator Penny, which replaced her gun with a slingshot shooting gravel. She comes from a past where brawlers fought in the Colosseum to find out who was the best and the mightiest. This concept was instead designed as a way for Supercell to raise money for the doctors and nurses fighting in the frontline COVID-19 pandemic the same way it did for Australian wildfires. Evergreen Tara is a mystic guard of the forest and throws leaves instead of cards. The black hole she generates with a super is replaced by a whirlwind. A cool feature of the model would be her scarf. Oh, here's my favorite, Onion Sprout. It's actually a really simple skill, but with lore potential. I think this could be an evil version of Sprout, and the onion is a reference to Thor and the Dark Web for that reason. Okay, I admit that Hazmat Darryl isn't fitting much into the Brawl Stars universe, but who knows what kind of fuel all those robots use, right? It could very much be nuclear energy, which eventually leaves waste behind. Detective P is instead a troubled penguin who doesn't know how to forgive. The little porter is his trusted sidekick, and together they take care of the mysteries of Brawl Stars. On a more brightful note, here we have Mime Gene. This skin has everything. Pulls a rope for the super, raises a wall for the gadget, and most of all, he would finally stop making noises. Sorry Jin, nothing personal. Nothing much to say lore-wise about Squire Nani. It's in fact a reference to Portal 2, and the skin idea was selected through the very first contest I held on Reddit. Aviator Jacky left the mines to reach the clouds. Her driller is in fact an airplane head that she always brings around. She gives sky tours to all the visitors of the park. Here we have Sealife Rosa, and she is the natural translation from biology to marine biology. Her fists are covered by seashells. When she needs help, a small fish with leaves in the bowl on her back jumps to protect her. Hacker Leon is a shady figure, and rumors say that he is the creator of Virus 8-bit. However, nobody ever saw him, as he is very good at concealing his tracks. Not sure if he's a member of the biker gang or if he deserves a whole new team, but one thing is for sure about Cyberpunk Rico, he is just super cool. The reactor in his chest generates the bouncing ball for his railgun. Anyway, Nevermore Crow is no less cool. He is a direct reference to Edgar Allan Poe's poem The Raven, and you can see the author's surname on his belt. The overall style tries to fit the author's time. Tribal Bow is said to be an ancestor of Bow. He lives in the jungle and he has a toucan hat instead of his usual eagle one. Basically, it's a bow, but even more bowish. Speaking about bow, I took inspiration from Jedicora's horse bow and designed Anubis Nita. I know jackals are not hers, but apart from that the skin would very much fit the brawler, and an hypothetical new trio of skins with horse bow. Minos Bull belongs instead to my own Brawl Impulse team. It's a reference to the Minotaur. Yes, I changed Thor with Bull. His home is a dark maze where he hides behind the corners to scare to death his guests. But who's going to narrate all these legends? The one and only Bard Poco, who sings the deeds of the best brawlers. His ballads are known to be so beautiful that they heal body and soul. So, did you hope to find Crow but you found Spike? No worries, I have a solution. A Spike skin that throws crows. And no, they won't explode, but just fly upwards. Here we have instead the toughest guy of all. Just take a Rudo, add some more evilness, a Skull Mask and the Infernal Flames and you'll get El Primo. And I mean, the name itself is enough to make you want him. A much less dangerous folk is Ranger Dynamike. He protects the woods and throws explosive pine cones to any intruder. Also, he's a pal of Maple Bard. Another protector of nature is Titan Frank. He is so strong that he doesn't even need a hammer. Instead, he conjures mighty earthquakes. He belongs to the Brawl Impulse team too. Okay, Colt P.I wouldn't probably be featuring in a game, but I just had to make a Magnum P.I skin for him. After all, Colt is perfect for a lot of crossover skins. Tuareg Jessie could instead belong to Tara's Bazaar team. She crosses deserts together with the Scorpion Scrappy. I'm particularly proud of that little robot. Now, remember El Primo? Well, he has a worthy opponent in the Underbrow. It's Demon Hunter Shelly, a ruthless mercenary with no fear whatsoever. Another scary guy is Kodoku Barley. I don't know if you know what Kodoku is, but it's basically the Japanese art of putting deadly insects in a jar to see who's the strongest. Now, that jar is much more dangerous than wine. Alongside Gale, Mr. P has a new aide. It's Concierge Brock, whose colors are inspired by Grand Budapest Hotel. I wonder what in that luggage could be so little. Dirty laundry? A week-old sandwich? So here we have the last one. Shaolin Mortis belongs to the Chinese New Year team, and I think that the concept fits very well with the fighting style of Mortis. So guys, I hope you enjoyed getting some more background about my concept and the lore behind it. On the teaser on the upper corner you can check out the Skins Colosseum playlist, where these 38 skins are fighting a championship hosted on Discord to decide which is the best. Hop on the server to vote or just stay tuned to see how it goes. Now, don't forget to subscribe and enable notification for the latest Brawl Factory production.